Welcome back. As you can see, it's done. It took me about a day and a half to get there, and I also got new camera equipment and microphone. So man, this video is going to be so much better than before. Just in the middle, it's going to switch from bad audio to really great audio. So enjoy and let me know if you think you could have done it better or have improvements, because it's not perfect and I want to make it better one day. So I'm going to put the yardstick on here, use it as a compass, and swing over there and mark it. I should be able to get a parallel line if I marked the center of these three well. And that is completely different. Well, I might be screwed. Was I an idiot to think these were parallel? This is the mark that was the center all the way at the other end, and now this is center is not even on here. That's just a little off. See, it's already starting to curve in a little. This piece is definitely going to curve in a little, because unfortunately I don't think I did a very good job on it. Well, I did. It's just not as accurate as I hoped. But as soon as we get here and we're looking at this mark right here, now all of a sudden it's off the edge. So I think probably what the best thing to do is, because I can't move it anymore on this, I'm going to have to loosen up these three bolts, maybe even drill a new hole and relocate this in just forward a little bit. So look, this is the big roll of butyl tape. It just comes off the plastic. This even has strings. I don't know if you can see the strings. So it's string reinforced inside. But look how stretchy it is. It'll just stretch forever. Which is great, because you can make nice little thin pieces. Most of these already had enough on them, but I just don't. If I'm back in here, I might as well do it right. And now we quadruple check. Felt like it tilted away. Alright. We're still good to go. It's not perfect. So I don't have a solution yet, but what I am going to do is screw on this other track, because I think I'm getting some inaccuracies just by the screws being a little crooked and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and install this track on this side. We'll put a slider on it, one of those track cars, and we'll use that as the pivot for the ruler / compass, and then hopefully, or at least it'll make me feel better that it's more accurate. And then I might have to make a new plastic piece over there. We shall see. I thought Ronstein was really smart, because they gave you these little plastic separators, so that way your stainless steel screws don't become battery and corrode the track as salt water keeps, touching it or even on it, whatever it does. But as you can see, most of them came broken in their little packet, so I'm short 2 right now. Hopefully I can put a couple broken pieces together and see how that goes. Well, I guess it'll wear itself down. The car is plastic, so it'll eat away. I mean, it'll slowly rub away the room of the screws. I'd rather that instead of it corroding. Well, okay, so this worked better than just screws in the holes, but I think I need to remake this piece to get me more room to drill. Right there at the 41 1/4 is where I would need to drill a hole for the center of the track, and that means half the track would be hanging off. The screw is going to make it bulge out and look ugly. So I might as well just make this track a little thicker. I won't match the shape of it, unfortunately. I think that's it. You want to see how it fits? Yeah, it'll be better. The 41 1/4, the middle area I drew, has all kinds of room now. Yay! Okay, well, I mean, it's as good as I can get it. And I think we're within the millimeter tolerance, so one way to find out, and that's do the rest of the entire project. We're going to do something a little different on this side. On that side I use the plastic inserts. One, the screws stick up a little too high and I don't like that. And I don't know how much it's sealed, so I'll probably end up redoing that one. I'm going to try butyl on the bottom of these holes just like I did for the starboard right there. And then I'll try butyl on the top of the screws going in here, and that should insulate it from the aluminum and stop water from vapor down. So I would think that should be just as good as the plastic, but take up less room so the screws will sink down. So we'll see how it goes. We have to do butyl tape on this side now, on all these screws. Get all that plastic out of it. And that's okay. It'll be quick, because we gotta practice. Oh, you're off. Okay, so now, here's the scary part. We have two awesome tracks that are ready to find out if it will actually be parallel. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Let's see. Before I do anything else, put the stoppers on, which are these guys. They literally just go on either end of the tracks. I'll show you a close-up. So right now, this can slide right off, which obviously is not good, especially if there's a lot of weight on it. So this is going to go right there. Now, if you hold that and you try to slide, see, it won't go anywhere. So that's what we're going to install real quick. Luckily, this is the easiest part. Look at that. Not going anywhere now. I spent many weeks measuring all this stuff. This is the very first time I got to finally like put it on there and hope that everything lined up. Like the edge of this the acrylic is exactly to the edge of this car, and same with over here. Like, one, I got lucky, but there's a lot of planning in there that made me lucky. The important part is that this stays nice and straight on the hopefully perfectly parallel tracks. So the slightly oversized holes I drill will allow it to wiggle around for any imperfections and not crack the acrylic. If I shine the flashlight in from the side, it bounces around and highlights the hole for me. And I look straight down at it, put a dot right in the center. So I wanted to show you these acrylic drill bits. They're super sharp. It's probably a little close. They're super sharp and shaped like a razor blade on the end. So it's supposed to make it a lot better for drilling. And from what I just read, you can also spray water on it to kind of cool it so it doesn't heat up and warp the acrylic during drilling, which of course would make it a tighter hole, and that might start making it chip or all kinds of stuff. So we're just going to try this out and hope we don't screw it up too badly. Okay, it's time. The black paint's done drying. It's all nice and hard, so it's time to just remove all the protection and hope all the holes line up and put it on. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a lot of static electricity now. So I got all stainless steel screws from Ace because they were local and convenient. And I got all these nice little rubber plastic washers from McMaster, and they're amazing. Like, you can literally get any shape and size of something you need. I think I figured out the length screws I want. I have longer ones and shorter ones. The longer ones were in case the acrylic wasn't flexible enough. Then it would have allowed me to put more washers, but it seems like they're very flexible, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Well, it's a start. That one matched up. It does appear to be So this is what I was kind of worried about, because it's bowing a little this way, just because there's not enough support in the middle. And actually, this edge is coming up away from the car, so I couldn't tighten down too much on it. Which is fine, I don't want to anyway. I just want to get it tight enough to where it's not going to really move around. I want to test fit everything and then see if it's looks like it's going to be damaging or not. Last 2 holes. Let's hope these all go in. Then we can slowly tighten things. Well, that was lucky. I didn't have to make any holes bigger. It was all lined up well. Okay. Now we are not going to over tighten. Okay, last one's tightening up. I'm definitely not perfectly pleased with this. I think it will work until I figure something else out just for the arch to fix that. But let's see if it all slides and nothing is locked up. And currently, nothing is sliding. Oh, okay. Maybe I don't even need this clicker. Well, okay, so I knew that was a possibility. So what I was thinking is I would just shove something underneath the clicker to just hold it up and keep it out of the way. Let me fashion something like that, and then I'll be right back. I'm hoping to make this to where it'll just kind of like slip underneath and kind of lock onto, yeah, just like that. Keep it open. Cool. Now it's still there in case we need it later. Now let's see how. Yeah, I mean, it is not going to accidentally go anywhere. All right, so I'm going to get underneath and, well, actually watch. See it flex? It should be closer to that, but instead it relaxes and doesn't move the cars. Well, oh man. Okay, that slides really nice actually. That is super exciting. I think you should come inside with me and see how it looks once we shut the hatch. So also, see where my head lines up? I'm literally gonna get hit if I stand up underneath it. So that's the only bad part about having the cover there. But hey, if I need to see, look up, see over, then I can open the hatch. If not, if it's raining, then it's time to close the hatch. Or if I want to be out of the sunlight, I can almost stand up, like I'm really close. But the best part is now I can sit down and relax and be in the shade. There's the sun. Oh yeah, that is nice. And then here's my view. Yeah, okay. I think I'm liking it a lot. But you can see the curve, right? It's kind of hard, but you watch the reflection of the boom and you see it. I think it's gonna work just fine now. There's the end result of the tracks. And we'll get a front view. This is the little clicker I made, or the washer slid underneath to hold the clicker open. Rubber spacers. The paint worked out rather well. It's not perfect, but I think it should go in a long way in preventing cracks later. All right. Well, hey, thank you for coming along on this building of the sliding Helm hatch. I'm excited. You'll get to see and watch how it performs out in the real weather soon, because I'm leaving for Key West on Friday. So, yep, I'll keep you guys tuned. Take care. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. All right, talk to you later. Bye. So the sun can expand acrylic up to 1.5 millimeters or 2 millimeters in a meter of acrylic. And that just happened on this one. It expanded enough to where it's pushing outward on both of the tracks on all the cars. So it's really, really hard to slide it open and close, which eventually is gonna create pressure and crack or craze it. So I'm gonna take it off, make the holes just a little more inboard. I don't need to make them all bigger all the way around because it was fine on a cold day. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We're almost done. Just the last little tweaking, which I'm okay with. Still somewhat difficult. It gets easier here, harder in the middle. Yeah, just harder at the end. I don't know. The tracks aren't pushed out or the cars aren't pushed against the tracks as hard now. The special acrylic drill points. Point drills? Acrylic point drills? I don't know, it's a weird name. So that's a good thing.